The Minnesota Vikings are fortunate enough to have one of the best young right tackles in the National Football League in Brian the Real Deal O'Neill. He got paid, worth every single penny, and he's really coming into his own, and he's ascending. Right? He should be a perennial Pro Bowler for many, many years to come, and we love the pride of Pitt, right? But our frenemies over at Pro Football Focus, so PFF, when it backs up what we want, they're friends. When they go against it, they're obviously enemies. That's how things work with everything, right? So we're just cherry picking. But they did up their 2022 NFL offensive tackle ranking and tiers, and just Dios mío. Because thinking off the cuff, okay. So O'Neill in terms of right tackle, I would certainly put him up there. Well, Tristan Wirfs is one. Let's be honest here at right tackle, specifically right tackle. Oh, by the way, it bugs me when they don't separate left and right tackles. They're two different positions. Anyway, so Tristan Wirfs up at 1. I would put O'Neill in that Ryan Ramczyk area. I would, even though the pride of Winona State, and then he transferred to become a stupid Badger. I would put Brian O'Neill up in that strata, up there with like Taylor Moton, etc. But let's go back and take a look at the tape. So again, you need to split off left and right tackle. So Trent Williams at 1, yes. Bakhtiari 2. Okay, what have you done for me lately, bro? All right. 3, Tristan Wirfs. Now, what's interesting is that, PFF definitely slants things towards pass protection, the passing game. That's why they hate running backs. And so you would think that left tackle would be a premium, but they actually do have 3 right tackles in their top 5. So we got Tristan Wirfs, yes. Ramczyk up at 4. Okay, so if Ramczyk's at 4, O'Neill's not going to be too far behind. And they got Lane Johnson at 5, the immortal one, where, I don't know. I feel like Lane Johnson is getting by a lot more on reputation. I mean, Lane Johnson used to be the best right tackle in the National Football League, but the last couple of years he's been good, but he hasn't been Lane Johnson good. So maybe he's suffering from his own success, like DJ Khaled. So they got 3 right tackles in the top 5. Okay, O'Neill probably in the top 10, right? Armstead, Tyron, even though Tyron's been slipping as of late. Ronnie Stanley, yes. Rashawn Slater, yes. So left. All right, so Taylor Moton. Right, I would say Taylor Moton, row the boat. Pride of Western Michigan, right tackle, fantastic. So he's at 10. So you're like, okay, so Brian O'Neill has to be close, right? And then you got Jack Conklin, right tackle for the Browns, up at 11. It's like, okay. I would put O'Neill above Moton and Conklin, but they can't be too far behind, right? Tunsil at 12. Lyle Collins, the Bengals. So, okay. Sure. Just another right tackle off the board. He's going at 13. 14, Braden Smith. Braden Smith is a bad dude. He's a legit bad dude. He's fantastic, man. But I would still take Brian O'Neill over him. But it's like, okay, it's going to be close, right? And then you have Elton Jenkins, where Jenkins filled in for Bakhtiari a little bit at left tackle before he tore his ACL last year. Now, Elton Jenkins, same draft as Garrett Bradbury. He came in. He was a bad mofo at center. They played him everywhere, guard, tackle. But he only has like 550 tackle snaps in his career. But they're putting him on the tackle list because they're thinking, hey, maybe he'll play right tackle this year. So a guy, also Jenkins only has like 30 right tackle snaps in his career. So not only is Brian O'Neill below a bunch of guys that I would put him ahead of, like Conklin, I'll put ahead of Moton, I'll put ahead of Collins, I'll put ahead of Braden Smith. So not only that, but they put the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers tackle, who he's not going to be playing left tackle because Bakhtiari's back. So they have Elton Jenkins, who might play right tackle, who's only has 32 right tackle career snaps, and he's like, oh, he's ahead of Brian O'Neill. Okay, sure, Jan. So late bloomers, Colton Miller, sure. Also, I don't agree with how these tiers are broken down because it's like they're grouped together based on where they are in the tier, not where their real ranking is. Whatever. Jordan Mailata. Okay. So, again, left tackle, but a guy who hasn't really proven much. Penei Sewell sort of struggled. But, again, another right tackle. Because they got Sewell at right tackle because they have Decker at left tackle. But so he's ahead of Brian O'Neill. This is just shocking and flabbergasting. It really is. Andrew Thomas at 20, sure. Deion Dawkins up there. Taylor Decker. Of the Lions, yes. Orlando Brown, yes. Donovan Smith. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit worried. Like, where the hell is Brian O'Neill? Did we miss him? Muscuzi. Oh, look where he is. 26. Just. So PFF put Brian O'Neill, like, I didn't even count. Was that 8, 9, 10 in terms of right tackle, but 26 overall? Idios mio. Here's what they wrote. O'Neill's been a bright spot in an oft-criticized Vikings offensive line. His athleticism is put to use in Minnesota's outside zone dominant rushing attack, and he's done a good job of limiting hits on Kirk Cousins. O'Neill has allowed just 15 combined sacks and hits on 1,699. Nice. Pass blocking snaps at tackle over the last 3 seasons. That's a rate of 113 snaps, blah, 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 blah. Last year, O'Neill allowed only 22 pressures, like a 1.2% pressure rate, and only 1 sack. That's it. And the disrespect that is shown, like he's down here with Rob Havenstein, another stupid Badger. It's just so freaking disrespectful, man. All right, so let's recap. Let's recap again. All right, so Penei Sewell, who is a rookie, struggled mightily at the start of last season, came around last year, isn't a natural right tackle, but he's above Brian O'Neill. And then you have Elton Jenkins, a guy who's played 30 right tackle snaps in his career. He's obviously ahead, even though he's probably going to play inside for the Packers this year. They got Braden Smith of the Colts. Respect. Braden Smith is a stud. I would take O'Neill over him. Lyle Collins moving to the Bengals. Oh, yeah, obviously he's going to be that guy at right tackle. Please. I'm surprised they didn't put Riley Reif, the free agent, above Brian O'Neill in this spot. It's just so stupid. Conklin there, Moton, sure. But the fact that O'Neill is not up in the strata, like how is he not top 12? Like, what does he have to do? I understand that the hatred for the Vikings in general is just there, and that's just another step that Brian O'Neill has to overcome. And what does he have to do? Allow 11 pressures and 0 sacks? Because he'll probably do that this year. But it's just so frustrating, man. It is, where you have a great young player who doesn't get the time of day, who doesn't get the respect. And guess what? I mean, the casual fan around the league, like, they're not dialed in on the offensive line, especially for players who aren't on their team. So they look at these rankings, they're like, oh, Brian O'Neill, very milquetoast. It's probably not worth the money, even though Vikings fans know. O'Neill's worth every single penny, and he's probably one of the more underrated offensive linemen in the league. It just makes you vomit, man. It's just so... We should get used to it, but I feel bad for O'Neill because this is about legacy, man. It is. Lane Johnson, respect, living off his name for the last couple years, last couple seasons, maybe not so much, but he's still seen as top tier because, again, a casual football fan will read this like, oh, Lane Johnson still doing the damn thing, right? It's like how Yao Ming, if Yao Ming was on the All-Star ballot, he probably would have gotten voted in to the NBA All-Star game. He hasn't played in like 10 years. It's okay. We'll just stay quiet, saunter on. O'Neill will have an all-pro season, probably play even better than Tristan Wirfs, and then who knows, next year PFF will bump him up to 22. That's how it goes, right? But your thoughts are thoughts. PFF absolutely just shats. Like full-on Taco Bell diarrhea style all over Brian O'Neill. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.